What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I want to talk about Lauren Smith Fields, who was a YouTuber and a college student out of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Beautiful African-American young lady, very, very attractive. Only 23 years old, and she died, I believe, in December. And the reason why she passed was because of a self-intoxication. This happened on December 12th, and she was lying on her back on the floor and was not breathing. And then when she passed away, the death was an acute intoxication. There were combined effects of fentanyl, promethazine, hydroxyzine, and alcohol. The death was ruled an accident, but there was a white man who was 37 years old, and he was the one that alerted the police that this happened. He was not prosecuted. Okay. And a lot of the people, and I felt, very sorry for the family when I first broke the story last month, and I still do. But there have been some disturbing posts that have come out about how she felt, and she posted this photo on October 25th, 2020. She puts this: "Date music, me after my sugar daddy wife dragged me." So obviously, I don't know if this is a real joke, but it appears that she was into dating men for money, and she didn't care if the guys were married or not, according to this. Who knows if it's the truth? But this other post suggests something else. She writes, "This me SF. Date music when I start dating white men. Just know I tried my hardest with you colors." So basically, after looking at these two posts, one indicates she is willing to date for money, which means that, okay, if you're married or not, I don't care. I don't really have any integrity in the situation. I'm going to just do it. And then the second is that I'm only dating white men because I've tried my hardest dealing with you black men. So it's better for me to look at the guys who are white and who are older and have money. And so that's who she was matching with. Now, after this death came about, many people in the black female community, they were saying things like, protect black women. This is why black women need protection and these stuff like that. Black women need to be assisted. Black women need this and that. Okay, fine. But I want to talk about, situations like, let's just say Kobe Bryant. When Kobe Bryant passed, there were certain ladies in the black community, not many, but there were some. And they were saying, well, why should we feel any sorry for him? He has a Hispanic wife. Like, he doesn't need our remorse. Like his money was going to somewhere else. And then if you have that same attitude towards this young lady who was saying that, I'm dealing with these white guys and I ain't got time to dealing with you colored men. And then the same family is now trying to get the Bridgeport, Connecticut police to press charges on that same white man you wanted to leave black men for. Then at the same time, what do you expect? Okay. And I think, even me, I've said some things about, the black community, black men, black women before, not thinking, just saying anything stupid. And, I have to always apologize for that or atone for the things I've said about the people that I love. And maybe she was going to come to that point as she got older. And it still doesn't make what happened to her right. Okay? Just because she said what she said, it don't mean that, she deserves this or that. But I just want to make things clear. People have to stop believing that because I deal with this person because they are not black, or because that person is white, said person is better than the other because of their skin. This person who is white is going to treat me better than you coloreds or something like that, or you blacks. And you know what? And I've really took the time to think about that the last 6 or 7 years. Like even right now here, just on the YouTube in the black sector, I've met so many nice people just in my life personally, people I've made a lot of money with, women and men that I've, become friends with because of this platform. And my life has just really changed towards dealing with black people. I think if you would talk to me about this when I was 30, I would have been just too immature to understand how nice and how friendly people are if you put yourself in a positive mind frame and environment. And black people, black men, black women are just like anybody else. If you can respect them, if you can treat them nice. I used to see this when I was a young kid. People go out of their way for you if you were just a nice and honorable person with some integrity. And I think that we forget that about our own people. We look at, well, she's a black woman. She's wearing a weave. She ain't no good. And a lot of times, you get to that kind of self-hatred, toxicity. And let me just say this, and I understand, like, when you're dealing with black people in relationships and stuff, I know what we're facing as a group. I know that dating can be hard and marriage can be hard. But at the same time, that's where you set boundaries for yourself. And whenever you're dealing with people, like black, white, or whatever, listen, here are the boundaries. If you do X, Y, and Z, I'm not going to accept that. So you're not going to disrespect these boundaries that I have for myself. And if you can't understand that, I'm going to go find somebody who will do it. There's plenty of black people who can respect those boundaries. And if you treat them nice, they will love you back. I know it. I mean, just from dealing with black folks, just here in Africa, wherever you go. You respect people, you show love, people will show love and respect you back. But now when you don't set boundaries for yourself and then you deal with people, in the black community and you feel like it's all their fault, then you go over to another group of people and you don't change that situation and you allow somebody like this guy who might have came in and poisoned you and might have lost your life because you felt like, oh, well, he's older and white. He's not like these dudes that I've been coming across. And again, that mindset is just a lack of maturity, and a lot of us have to start having some self-respect about our own people, and I know that dating is difficult. Dealing with black people is difficult, right? I understand that. But some of the best people that I've met in the last 3 years that have helped me get to where I'm at has all been black. And what if I would have had the attitude that, because this and that, and I've also always said, like, if you're marrying somebody, if you're marrying somebody from the black community, it's going to be difficult. Sometimes it might be better doing something else. But again, it's not like you can't find good people in your community. And for her, it's like, okay, your family is really wanting for help, and then these tweets come up, and then for the black men in your community that might want to have really been on your side, it's like, it's a hurting thing to find out, like, damn, you really wanted to deal with white men that bad, and look where it may have gotten you. And it's not to say that she didn't deserve it, because nobody deserves that. But it's just that situation that led you to a situation where, you should be here, but you thought this white person was not going to be like that. And a lot of times you've been seeing in all 2021, I've reported so many stories of, white men doing ridiculous things of black women, and all because they felt that the guy was white. And we got to get out of, well, you're a white person, so then you must be better than black. No, they have to also pass the test too. They have to get by with their integrity and their approval just like anybody else. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.